And his wife, and other eminent personalities here. So sons and daughters of Oyole, home and abroad, you are duly recognized, and I say congratulations to all of you. Labor union leaders, professional bodies, market leaders, artisans and other groups, distinguished invited guests, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. The day is finally here. You have waited, you have wondered at a point. Some of you may have asked, will it ever happen? Well, ó ti ṣẹlẹ̀ o, àbí kò ti ṣẹlẹ̀? Nínú agbo yìí, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, tá a bá rí ẹnìkan tí ó wá bá mi láti influence selection Aláàfin, mo fẹ́ kẹ́ni náà nawọ́ àbí kó bọ́ síta mi. There's nobody, no one. Actually, àwọn tó wá bá mi, gbogbo ẹni tí wọ́n ti torí ẹ̀ wá bá mi, Ifá ò mú wọn.
Anyway, congratulations to Yorubas worldwide, because it is about this tool, I believe, and Aláàfin of Ọ̀yọ́, right? Is I heard it in that chant in the background, you know, so that, where it was referred to as the Olori Oba Yoruba. I don't know how they share the ranks and all that, okay, but yeah, is in that category. So congratulations to the Oyo people, yeah, and the Yoruba in general. Here were the hunters at the coronation as well. I like this one.
Mọ́dòrí kákànga kànga òsè bínú kó sí. Mọ́dòrí kọ́wọ́ adé ikọ́ kọ́wọ́ adé mọ́ wọn ní ká lọ bẹ Ṣàngó lọ́wọ́ sí. Ṣàngó onísọmọ ẹ̀ lóhùn kóhùn ọ̀wọ́ adé tó tó fún un. Kábíyá ò sí ọba díẹ̀ k'Aláàfin. Aláàfin làgbà tó fi dé gbogbo lẹ̀kílẹ̀. Àwọ̀wọ́ ní òwò. Èèyàn tó fojú dọ̀bà tiwa owó ní òwò lórẹ́ni tó fojú dèrin ní fojú dìkú èèyàn tó bá fojú dẹ̀fọ̀ ń wájà gbọ̀n ẹni bá fojú di rélùwé ń pa orí rẹ̀ yóò gbà lọ lójú rí ìní ojú àǹpátá irun mọ̀lẹ̀ tí ń gbénú ààfin òsùn ní ẹ̀wù bára ẹlẹ́rù pàǹkópì kábíyá ò sí ọba díẹ̀ k'Aláàfin. Ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ láàkọ́ bá wa o. Ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ láàkọ́ bá wa. Ìjọba lóòrò. Ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ láàkọ́ bá wa.
Ìdọ̀bálẹ̀ láàkọ́ bá wa. So those are the local hunters, right, singing the praises of the new king. Let's get to something juicy again this evening. You know about the coastal road, right? And it's been, when did they launch it again? September 2020. Yeah, September 2023. Nigerians woke up to the news from Umahi that Tinubu was going to construct a 750 kilometers road from Lagos, to Calabar. and it will be called Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. It was controversial because, number one, it didn't follow any due process at all. There was not even any budgetary provision for it. This was just a few months after Tinubu, got sworn in as your president. So immediately they made the announcement. It was more or less like, it was like, oh, you must have done so much homework, right? You must have blocked all loopholes. You must have compensated people whose properties are going to be encroached on for development, which is, right? You are going to have settled all of that. But not long after that announcement was made, scandals after scandals started. Bribery, corruption, threat, name it. Then the destruction of people's properties, which was like what followed the destruction of people's properties along the Lagos part of the project. You see, the project was awarded to ITEC. ITEC that happens to be owned by Tinubu and Shaguri. In fact, Shaguri's son, as well as Sheyi Tinubu, are both members of the same, business, working for the same Shaguri. Shaguri is appointed as official confidant of Tinubu, and he is the man that he spends a lot of time with. In France, a man is wanted for financial crimes, terrorism, and what have you, sponsoring or funding terrorism, financial crimes, money laundering, and what have you, right? In some handful of countries. That is Tinubu's confidant. That is the guy that got the contract to construct a 700 kilometers road from Lagos to Calabar that will cost Nigeria 15 trillion naira, more than half of the budget of the country at the time. There was no bidding. There was no competitive bidding. There was no announcement. No, nothing. Just gave it to his pal. A $12 billion contract. They said it's going to bring economic prosperity to the contraption, and therefore, by the time when it is completed, it is going to be one of the greatest wonders of the world when it is done. I mean, travel time will be reduced. There will be toll gate on it. Listen to this. The person that designed the road, the guy that designed the road, Shagari, way back in 1982, their plan at the time was to build a 10 lane, five lanes to, it's called Coastal Road as well, right? So their own plan, they have two plans: look for money and construct the road, or just go into PPP, public-private partnership, where some people will bring their own money, construct the road, and then toll it so that people will pay to use the road. That is how the investors will recoup their money. But they have not been able to secure any private company or private business that will put in their money. So from the blues, Tinubu announced that he has awarded the contract to his pal, Shaguri. Okay, so what's the deal? Shaguri, like what they did at the Lekki toll gate in Lagos, using Lagos state money to construct a road that is not completed yet, but yet they are still tolling the road. Do you understand what I mean, right? You are paying taxes. So government took your money. Even if they borrowed the money to construct it, right? It is still your money they will use to pay it back, okay? So government took your taxes, gave it to a private business to construct a road. And that private business, their job is that they know them. It's just because they know one another. That's the only thing there. Because their job is, okay, they will construct the road, get paid for constructing the road. Then they will now put a toll gate on the road, in which they will now say they have about 45% of the money from the tolls. Because do you get what I'm trying to, do you get the old logic, the abracadabra? Shaguri, ITEC is not putting any dime. They are not putting any money. They are just like Julius Badia, who collect a contract and get paid. But by the time, right, they don't have to complete the road, like the Lekki toll gate road, Lekki road. No, they don't have to complete the road. Just do some, put toll gates. You can leave the rest and you can continue to make billions from it. So 700-kilometer road, the price was 15 trillion naira. Now, it was for 10 lanes road, right? 5 year, 5 year. Properties have been demolished. Businesses have been demolished. I'm talking about hundreds of millions of dollars worth of businesses have been destroyed. Then they've changed their mind. Said, no, we can't do 5 lanes anymore. We'll do 3. So it's going to be 6 lanes now. Okay, 6 lanes. Should that mean that the price of the project should reduce then? Like, you are not, I mean, you got a job for 10 lanes for 15 trillion. So if it is now going to be 6 lanes, you've cut off 4. That should reduce the price, shouldn't it? They've jumped the price of the projects now to 18 trillion naira. Yeah, they said because of the exchange rates, because of the weak naira. So it is now 18 trillion naira. Now, ladies and gentlemen, brethren in the temple, since September 2023, this is April 2025. That's how many years? September 8 plus 12, that's 22 months. 22 months is like almost 2 years. Okay, by May, it should be, okay, doesn't matter, 20 months rather, 20. So by May, it should be 22 months, then 2 months, okay. Tinubu is now said that it will be commissioning 30 kilometers of Lagos part of the project. 30 kilometers, 1.5 trillion naira paid to Shaguri in September 2023. In August 2024, Shaguri was paid another 1 trillion naira. So the project that was supposed to be 18 trillion, and it was meant to be delivered in year 2031. Well, it is to be delivered in year 2031. So let's do the math. If 700 kilometers of road is worth 18 trillion, how much is per kilometer of that road? Well, you can do plus or minus, okay? I think they put it at somewhere 8 billion naira or 9 billion naira per kilometer. 1 kilometer, 9 billion or something like that. Now, here is another one. If it takes 20 months to complete 30 kilometers of a 700 kilometers road, how many years? Let's say, if it takes 2 years to complete 30 kilometers in Lagos, how many years do you think it's going to take them to complete 700 kilometers to 700 kilometers back? That combined is 300 and, no, hang on, no, 750, 750, that's 1,500 kilometers. Because you have to do both ways. So how many years do you think it's going to take to complete 1,200, so 1,004 or 500 kilometers? I'll leave you to that. One of Tinubu's, advisors, all right? What is his name again? Dare Oponu, not just Sunday, or you can just call him Sunday Oponu, Dawolare. Yeah, he was a minister of youth under Boko Haram or minister of sports. He is now special advisor to Tinubu on communications. He was there just about 3 weeks ago, 16th of March to be precise, to show to us Asian law. And mind you, they've graded the path they want to construct. They said it is 47 kilometers. They have 47 kilometers, right? 30 kilometers will take them out of Lagos. Then 30 kilometers. Then when you get to Ogun State, it's going to be about 31, 32 kilometers. Then from Ogun State to Ondo State, it's in Osha, 47 kilometers. That's what they said, though, from that path, 47 kilometers. So they've graded it far so that if you are coming from Ondo or you are in Delta, no, Delta too far, Ondo, Edo, there's a chance that you possibly can travel through the graded path, like this sandy path, right? From Lagos to Ondo. Yeah, Ondo in particular, right? So it was there to show us on the 16th of March, because they said by May 2025, Tinubu will be commissioning 30 kilometers completed by Umahi. But on the 16th of March, this image. But they need to put up something. Tinubu needs to celebrate something, you know. So they will clear it. They will sharp. About how many days they will put? They will put street light on the side. They will do all stuff to make it presentable. But it is so sad, sure you get that you are about to spend $12.5 billion that you don't really have when 80 to 90% of your federal roads in Nigeria are pretty much not roads. They're just death traps, right? So only for you to end up not even doing 10% of it. Do you know that 10% of 750 kilometers will be 75 kilometers? 75 kilometers. And 75 kilometers will likely take them to as far as, Edo State. And don't forget, you see that third mainland bridge in Lagos? They said there are 18 islands before, because the coastal road was going to pass through, it will pass through Ondo, Edo, Delta, Port Harcourt, which is rivers. It will go as far as Bayelsa, and then we'll end up in Calabar. 18 islands where they are going to have to build at least more than 100 kilometers of bridges. I'm talking about some bridges are just like about 2 kilometers, some like about 10 kilometers to link this island to that island. You see that Lagos third mainland bridge in Lagos? You see how far it is? 11 kilometers. Yeah, there are about 4 bridges like that they will need to build along the route of what they are. There are also expected, right, link roads. For example, this highway is going on like this now, right? So there are some of them that have to have a link roads that will kind of link you to the main one. You know what I'm talking about? No? So if it takes them 20 months to deliver 30 kilometers, how long do you think it's going to take them to deliver the remaining 1,470 kilometers? Anyway, that's up to you. But you see the cries of those who have become the victims of the road is also very loud. To Umahi, he said that, have you seen the road they are building, Coastal Road? Oh my God, it's so beautiful. That's why he said it's so beautiful that he doesn't know what the road to heaven looks like. I doubt it if the road will be as beautiful as Lagos Calabar Coastal Road. He said that. Listen.
On the section 1, I was on the project yesterday and today I was on the project. So I said to myself, If the streets of, these roads can be this fantastic and beautiful, I wonder how the street of heaven will look like. That will show you how satisfied I am, for the beginning of section 1. As at today, about 15 kilometers by 2 carriageway on the average has been achieved. And at the end of the project at the lake where section 1 stopped, about 5 kilometers has been achieved. So the idea is by 25th of May,